Welcome back everybody to another Tennshadow video. Today is the day. Today is our IFR Checkride. I'm not sure if I learned enough. I sure hope I did through these lessons. They were fun, they were stressful, but I feel that I did learn a lot, even though I may not have been super proficient at all of them, but I definitely got the knowledge. But there's a lot to do for this Checkride. So look at this. I'm gonna put the Checkride, what entails on the screen. There's a lot of stuff here. We got to depart Liverpool, got to go to a VOR, leave the VOR, go to an NDB, leave that NDB, and do a hold. Then from there, we got to do an NDP approach into, what is it, Hawarden, and then we got to do a missed approach there. Then we got to leave that NDB, and then fly over to another NDB, and then end with an ILS approach and landing. Whew, that's a lot. Or at least it sounds like a lot, but oh well. Either I'm going to pass or I'm going to fail. It's one or the other. So let's go.
So this will be your IFR Checkride. We're in the DA62 at Liverpool Airport. The weather's fine, but it's getting dark. The profile will be as follows. Depart Liverpool and track to Wallasey VOR. Leave Wallasey course 200. Fly to Hawarden NDB and perform a hold entry and the NDB approach to runway 22, followed by a missed approach. We'll then fly to Liverpool NDB and fly the ILS back to runway 27. Tolerances are 150 feet altitude holding and 15 knots cruise airspeed. I'll point out a deviation once I see it, but you must correct it in a timely manner. Target 150 knots for all cruise sections of the flight. I'll let you know when you can reduce for landing. All turns are to be made at rate 1. At 150 knots, that gives around 22 degrees as a bank target. I'll note bank angles much greater than this. Also, I'll be looking if you turn at the correct distances on procedure outbound legs. Going too far will cause a fail. It may sound like a lot, but I will be helping you with other things. I'll give you some guidance along the way, such as nav frequencies and details from the charts. But you're going to do all of the flying and setting up the radios and configuring the avionics. I'll look after the radio. Our call sign will be exam09. When you've set your nav aids as required, taxi forwards to the holding point for runway 27 and I'll call ready. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. All right, so this is it. Now, I did do a little practice run with this. I didn't finish the whole thing, but there's something critical that you have to do is make sure you have all the frequencies for the different VORs and the NDBs. That can bite you in the butt, especially if you're not using autopilot, which I don't plan on turning it on. So let's look at our charts. Let's see here. So Hawthorne NDB, which I have it up on the screen. The NDB is 340. So let's click on our ADF DME. So there's 340. We got that. That's good. So let me just go click that over. Okay. And then let's see here. The ILS for this runway is 110.35, and it looks like it is programmed there. That's good. And let's see here. Look at the Liverpool chart. That is got the Liverpool NDB is 349.5. So we want to put that in here. So 3. Whoops. There we go. 349. Yeah, 3.9. All right, so we have, okay, we need an ILS. We need an ILS for Liverpool, so we'll go ahead and put that down into nav2. And that one is 11175. Okay, I think that's it. If I remember correctly, he wanted 4,000 feet as the cruise altitude, so I'm telling you that now so that way you can get that ready. Well, if I'm wrong, we'll we'll find out up here. But all right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get our DME. We want nav1, and under this one I want nav1 there, and then under this one I want the ADF. Okay. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's see, flaps. Can't see that as flaps. Yeah, flaps are good. All right, let's get track IR turned on. Unpause track IR, let's center that. Okay, let's go.
Exam 09 ready for departure.
Exam 09 cleared for line-up and takeoff runway 27, wind calm.
Clear for takeoff runway 27, exam 09.
All right, folks. Try to get power to 100%. There we go. I need new rudder pedals. These are so sensitive. All right, so let's rotate. Okay, positive rate, gear up.
Make sure to retract your gear and flap as appropriate and fly the 297 course to Wallasey VOR, climbing to maintain 4,000 feet.
Thought I had set that to 4,000 feet. All right, flaps up. All right, so now we need to go towards the Walls VOR, in which we are tuned for that, so let's head that way now. Okay, let's get some help here. There we go. There, back on track. Yeah, pick up speed a little bit there on the engines. Should be able to climb faster now. We'll set the heading bug to match.
The next thing I'd like you to do is leave Wallasey VOR on course 200. You can set your CDI to 200 now and continue to Wallasey with the bearing needle. Remember to anticipate your turn, using 1% of your ground speed as a reference.
Okay, we're going to switch our course to 200 as instructed while we're following the bearing needle. Alright, so let's start pitching down just a little bit here. We're coming up on 4,000 pretty fast. And let's force the pitch down just a bit. There we go. All right, so we're looking for around 150 knots and 4,000 feet. I'm probably crazy for not turning on any autopilots, because you know how I am. If you've been following along, I can't seem to keep these aircraft trimmed. And when I turn, I do weird things. So, all right. Let's slow back on the throttle. Pull back on the throttle just a little bit. All right, there's around 4,000 feet. And we want to stay around 150 knots. So far, so good. All right, so ground speed 150, so it's 1.5 miles. So we're gonna make our true airspeed is 155. So we're gonna make our turn to 200 round. We have 1.5 DME left to the VOR. All right, let's make our right turn. Try to stay at 4,000. Starting to dip a little bit. I still need to follow up on rate 1 turns. I know we learned a little bit about it, but I honestly was pretty confused. So I've got some reading to do just to verify that, because I think on some of these with patterns and whatnot, I'm turning I think I'm turning too steep, which is not lining me up correctly with the airport. All right, there we go. So far, so good. So speed's looking good, or within our tolerance of our altitude. Got it trimmed up okay. Still got some work to do.
Thank you. The next thing I want you to do is take us to Hawarden NDB, which is a frequency of 340.
All right, here we go. 340 is already tuned. We did that on the ground. You can see it by that a thick arrow. That's where we're heading right now.
As we reach Hawarden NDB, make an appropriate hold entry. We're approaching roughly from the west, and the hold inbound course is 042. Once the entry is complete, perform the NDB runway 22 approach.
042. Can I change that? Yeah, here we go. All right, so let's look at the chart. Okay, so I can see the hold 042. Okay. Basically, as soon as we get on top of that NDB.
The holding inbound course for Hawarden hold is 042, allowing you to make a direct entry. You can descend now to altitude 2,500 feet.
Okay. So the NDB is kind of right over the airport. Go down too fast. Okay. There's the airport right there, so. And the needle's starting to go, which is good. So I should go ahead and make my 042 turn while continuing to go down to 2,500 feet. Going. Trying to watch the speed. All right, 042. Hit my microphone again. Sorry about that, everybody.
So for the NDB approach, leave Hawarden NDB on a course of 058, to the ILS DME of 7.5 miles.
Okay.
The ident is India Hotel Delta November and is preset in your nav1 standby. You can click the swap button to swap nav1.
058, he said.
So now leave Hawarden NDB course 058 to 7.5 miles DME.
Okay.
Remain above 1,510 feet until you reach the final approach fix at 4.5 miles inbound on the approach. You can now set your speed as you wish. Exam 09 beacon outbound, intending to perform a missed approach from minima.
Exam 09, Roger, standard missed approach.
So we're performing the NDB approach for runway 22, but we're not going to land off of this approach. When you reach your minima of 450 feet, I'd like you to perform a missed approach. The missed approach from 22 is to maintain a course of 227 until reaching 2,500 feet, then make a right turn back to Hawarden NDB, maintaining 2,500.
Okay, so we'll leave Hawarden in our ADF. We need to get to chart set of 7.5, so we're running 5.8 right now. Can't remember what, I think it was 1,100 feet, he said. So I think we're okay. So this, when I make this turn, this is where I'm getting the right one. Turns, I'm making my mistakes because I don't end up where I should. Okay, 7.5. Let's make that left turn.
There's 7.5 miles. Turn left onto the approach course of 227. The minima is 450 feet.
227. Here we go. My course is set 225 or 222. I guess that's all right. .227, still descending, coming up.
You must remain above 1,510 feet until the final approach fix at 4.5 miles inbound.
Yes, sir. That was my bad.
Intercept the approach course of
There's the
227,
runway.
making sure to disregard any ILS indications. You can leave 1,510 feet at DME 4.5 on a 3-degree descent.
All right, so let's get back up to 1510. That was my bad. More power. And as you can see, I'm far left of the runway, so my turn was too steep, so I'm gonna have to go back and figure that out, do some side reading like I've already said I was going to. So, all right, there we go. Let's level out. And we're not quite at 4. It says I'm low. Oh, there we go. Got one light, one white, I mean. Okay, so 4.5 DME. No, not yet.
We're now reaching the final approach fix. Begin a 3-degree descent.
All right, gonna try to keep it around 600 feet per minute. I'm gonna start slowing down.
Passing 4 miles, altitude 1,350 feet.
Uh-huh. Definitely not on where I should be. Do one notch of flaps. Try to get on.
3 miles, 1,030 feet.
That's a little bit better. All right, I'm a little high now, so let's slow down. Won't go too low. There we go. This is very difficult. Still a tad bit high.
Miles, 710 feet.
About 100.
Go around from your minima of 450 feet.
Yes, sir. Almost there. Go around. All right, going around.
Minimum. Go around straight ahead. Climb altitude 2,500.
Okay. We're going to go flaps up. That was nerve-wracking. Try to follow runway heading.
Exam 09 going around.
Exam 09, Roger, climb to altitude 2,500 feet, then turn right to Hotel Alpha Whiskey.
Okay. It's a little bit bumpy up here. So when we get to 2,500 feet, we're going to make that right turn as per the chart.
Now maintain 2,500 feet and make a right turn back to Hawarden NDB to complete the missed approach. Accelerate to speed 150 knots.
All right, there we go. We're going to make that right turn. Try to not go. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Okay, speed looks good. Altitude is fine at the moment. We're trying to get to that double blue needle, that thick blue needle. Speed is going down a little bit. Let's give it some more power. I have no idea what I should probably increase my bank angle just a little bit. All right, speed and altitude is looking good.
Next, I'd like you to leave Hawarden NDB on a course of 045, still maintaining 2,500 and speed 150.
045. Okay, here we go.
Thank you. Next, I'd like you to take us to Liverpool NDB.
Okay,
frequency
Liverpool.
349.5. Still
All right.
maintaining 2,500.
So we need to switch. There we go. Just like that's what I said, have this stuff in here. I mean, it's pretty much on the same course we were going, but
Reaching Liverpool NDB, we'll begin and perform the ILS approach to runway 27.
okay.
Again, Liverpool NDB is 349.5 frequency. The ILS 27 is 111.75. You can find these on the chart. The beacon outbound course is 064 to 7.7 miles.
All right, needle starting to turn.
So now we leave Liverpool NDB on the outbound of 064 to 7.7 DME. Descend to
064.
altitude 2,000 feet until ILS interception. You have free speed.
All right, 064. Overshot that. 064. Actually, the chart says 058, so that's 064. We're going to go down to 2,000. We'll go ahead and drop some speed. All right, so let's set the heading to what he wants, 064. All right, looking for 8.6 according to the chart. Need to be down to 2,000 before the initial approach fix. All right, 8, almost there.
Here's 7.7 miles, make a right-hand turn to intercept the ILS, frequency 111.75, and make a full stop landing. Your minima is 278 feet.
Okay, cool. Here we go. We want maybe right about there. Come on, 2,000 feet. Let me get to 266 and 2,000 feet. Oh, yes, there it is. Okay. Better on that turn this time. Showing I'm low, so let's... Let us just see if we can keep straight on this course. So I'm supposed to go down at on a 3% glide slope at 5.9. Stop going down at all. There we go, got one white. All right, glide slope's coming down. I still need to get to the right. Try to line up with the localizer. All right, we're close to flap speed, so I'll drop one. All right, I got two whites. Okay. Haven't heard anything from my friendly instructor. Go gear down. Wrong lever there. There we go, gear down. Go second stage of flaps. Glide slope looks okay. Still off to the right just a bit on the localizer.
Exam 09 cleared to land, runway 27, wind 260 at 4.
Yay!
And finally, make a full stop landing on runway 27 to complete your check ride.
Yes, sir. I'm a little too low. Let's give it some more thrust. There we go. Probably don't want to land over 100 knots, so. Get back to 2 whites. We're a little low there. Let's get some more power. Come on. Definitely way under. I have to go pretty much level here for a minute. There we go. Okay. And now I'm to the right. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. And now we're high. Just barely high though. All right. I feel like I have less control now, I guess because I'm going slow. And now I'm low again. Oh my God, I can't win. And now we end up too hot. Pull back a little bit on the throttle. All right, I'm to the right. All right, pull back. This is definitely not a stable approach. And, all right. Oh, gosh, that was too difficult. I think it probably wasn't trimmed out. Well, let's see if I passed. He's probably like, you need to go back.
Your check ride is now complete, and I'm pleased to say you've passed your virtual IR check ride. You successfully maintained altitude, speeds, and courses to and from VOR and NDBs, performed both precision and non-precision approaches, one to a missed approach and the other to a full stop landing. Flying IFR opens up new possibilities. You can now confidently navigate whilst in cloud and make approaches and landings when the weather turns against you. The techniques you've learned apply to all types of aircraft, from the Cessna 152 we began with, all the way up to passenger airliners. Congratulations. Press escape to end the flight.
Overall, I can tell you for sure that I have learned so much about navigation, NDBs, VORs. They make a heck of a lot more sense now. So I am glad I took the course. I'm going to keep practicing. Highly recommend this course. And you know what's next? They just released an airline version of this training. I've already picked it up, so we'll see some videos on that coming soon to the channel. Thank you so much for following along in this IFR series. We'll catch you on the next one.